I have graduated. Graduated. Hello, it's been a roller coaster from when I got into the United Kingdom in 2021 to study a master's in public health degree with a background in economics. It sounds funny, right? But the good thing about the United Kingdom is that there are conversion courses that allow you to change your career direction from the one you are in to one you'd like or you're interested in. For me, I never practiced as an economist, but I had worked with NGOs and also worked in a hospital. So public health was what I really wanted to do because I find out that I love talking to people, creating healthcare awareness, which is what public health depicts. Now, getting into the UK, of course, I've had to transition from an exam based system, which I was used to, into a system where I had to write essays. Gosh, story for another day. But the good thing, guys, is that I have graduated. Graduated, okay? And I'm super duper 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 excited. And it's been a journey, guys. And when I tell you a journey, and I'm going to be taking you guys through this journey in pictures and maybe videos. First of all, I remember getting into the library on a certain day and crying. It wasn't funny that day. Why? Because I had spent hours just writing a paragraph. It was so difficult for me to paraphrase. It felt like this was never going to happen. Okay. And then having to come up with 3,000 words essay. Guys, 3,000 from where? I was used to, with the head of a diagram, explain in not more than 3 lines, describe. That was what I was used to. I was used to calculus. That's what I was used to. But I came in here and I had to write stories. You see, village people at work, what I was running away from. Did I know? I didn't know because they didn't tell us. Okay? Oh, guys, I had nights where I slept in the library. Slept in the library, not because I was homeless, but because I had assignments, deadlines to meet. And that was the only place I could find it quiet and peaceful. And not very quiet in the daytime, oh, because in the daytime, not as quiet as I would want it to be. So at night, I find out that I spend the whole night, what we call TDB. So guys, it's not only in Nigeria that we do till daybreak. I did it here, guys. Or do I talk about the occasions where I submit an assignment and then I'm thinking of, oh, what is my plagiarism score? Because I've put it through toileting. And you know, those 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes that it gives you back your score, my heart is beating. Why? I'm wondering, God, after all my efforts, this had better give me a reasonable plagiarism score that I don't have to work on this again. Or do I talk about that tension when you submit an assignment and you can't wait for the results day to know how well you did? It's been a journey, guys, and finally it is over. And you should understand now why I am super excited about this journey. I went from being that girl that finished with a 2-1 in my BSc to that girl that finished with a distinction. I could not be any more proud than I am of myself today. So guys, this video, I will just be giving you a few clips of what went down on my graduation ceremony, the pictures I took, and guys, I hope you like it. And as you all know, I've started a series on how to write critically. You wouldn't want to miss that because I will be continuing and uploading another episode to give you guys a practical example of what critical writing looks like. So you wouldn't want to miss that. Now, very quickly, I want to tell you guys the things that I did when I got into the UK. First of all, I had a plan. Yeah, I had a plan to be the best, to push myself to be the best. I didn't have a plan to push myself to be better than anyone else because I wasn't so much concerned about what the next person was doing. I had the plan that I was going to graduate with a distinction. That was my plan. Now, I also decided I was going to work hard to get it, whatever it takes, of course. So I put in extra efforts, guys. I had to ask for help when I needed it. I came into the UK and I knew nothing about critical writing, nothing about referencing, nothing about paraphrasing, nothing. But I went to the library to ask for guidance, booked free sessions with the librarians who were more than excited to help me out. And they explained these things to me. And I got a glimpse of it and I became like a pro. So I asked for help. I didn't do this alone. I asked for help. Another thing that I have done on this journey is forget about the mistakes. I remember my first semester results were not the best of my results, not the best. But I looked beyond that result and I pushed myself to work on my mistakes. Thankfully, I got feedbacks from all my assignments, so I knew the areas to work on. I could never forget getting feedback from my tutor and then seeing syntax, syntax, syntax as comments. And then I remember during one of the seminar classes, I had to walk up to this tutor to ask her what she meant by syntax. And she was so kind to explain what that meant to me. So I needed to understand what my feedback was for me to work on improving them. So I was courageous, I was bold, I was that talker in class. I could stand up to ask questions. I could send follow up emails to ask questions. I was not scared of walking up to anyone to ask questions as long as they were in the position to give me answers. Another thing I did that made me stand out was I started out early in my assignments. I did not wait till the deadline to work on my assignments. No, I started from day one to do my research, gather facts, gather information, put it together piece by piece, have an idea of how I wanted to section my essay according to the given criteria. And most importantly, let me mention, I always asked my tutor what they meant by each criteria they were giving for each assignment. Obviously, some of these criteria looked so ambiguous to me and I did not really understand what exactly they wanted. But I asked them, so they were able to explain in clear terms. So I was sure that what I was doing was what was expected of me. Another thing that I did was collaborate with my colleagues, okay? So I did not do it alone. Of course, I never did a coalition, like work together to do an assignment, except it was a group assignment and we never had a group assignment. So what I did was ask for help from my colleagues. Those who I knew were very good in particular areas, I had them explain to me ideas, okay? So I could understand what was being said or mentioned in class. So I worked together with my colleagues, or more of teamwork, but not teamwork to actually write the given assignment, but teamwork to help me understand. Okay. So I didn't do it alone. Another thing that helped me stand out, I was ready to help, to explain to as many colleagues as wanted my help on an issue or a situation or a question or an essay that I could be helpful, maybe to explain the criteria that was given or to explain how to reference or whatever skill I had. I was more than willing to explain and help others. One thing I've learned over the time is when you acquire a new skill, you're able to improve on that skill. The more you teach, the more you give back to people what you've learned, you are improving on yourself. So I took on that and I implemented that and it worked wonders for me. Another thing that I have done in this journey is put God first. Yes, I know I came to the UK, I went to the library, I studied. It could be very easy for me to say, I. But no, I put God first. Okay, I'm a Christian, so I put him first. I made sure that I spoke through my plans with him. I made sure I discussed. I made sure I had the place in the place of prayer. Made sure I committed all my efforts to the hands of God. So He was the center of it all. Now, talking about seeking support, I did that from my family members, okay? I did not do this alone. I remember when I had to delegate, there are some times that I've had to miss out on some house chores because I needed to do my assignment. Of course, I carried my spouse along this journey with me, so he understood the times where I was not available to do something, so he was able to help and assist. So if you're coming in, you might want to seek some sort of social support because this is very crucial, especially for your mental health, because you might not be available to do everything. They don't really need to help you write that essay or put it together, but giving you a glass of water, giving you a glass of juice, giving you breakfast, giving you lunch, or even reminding you to eat, that was very important for me. So, guys, these are the few things I can remember that I did that helped me stand out. Thank you so much for watching. And if this has inspired you in any way, please could you click on the subscribe button? Could you like? Could you share? And could you comment? And I would definitely respond to your comments. Thank you for watching. And until my next one, guys, keep winning and enjoying life. And this is me saying, I am a graduate. Bye, guys.